My name is Maggie Webster. I'm a senior lecturer in the Faculty of Education at Edge Hill University, and I teach a variety of programmes, but I'm mainly religious education and religious studies. I am also a year leader for third year part-timers, so a lot of those trainees tend to be mature and are part-time, so they do a lot of distance stuff, and they also come into university once a week. So I have a selection of students, some of them mature, some of them who are undergraduates who are traditionally 18, etc. And they all have varying competencies with technology and also various interests with it. So I'm trying to reach a broad range of people when I'm teaching, if I can. My motivation came from the type of students that I work with. So effectively, I have some students who need extra information. So the iSpring is quite handy because I can supplement extra information from what I do on a face-to-face. So if I have, for example, the part-time trainees, they don't have a lot of time on campus. So I can give them the basics to start with, and if I need to add to it, then I will create an iSpring with a voiceover, and then that means that they can continue with that in their own as a distance learning. Another thing that motivated with me was with religious education, in particular on the undergraduate programme and postgraduate for primary. We don't have many hours within the definitive course document. That's normal across the whole national, it's not just unique to this institution. But it means then that subject knowledge in terms of what is religion, what the facts of Sikhism and Hinduism, etc., is slightly lost. So I wanted to create something that was a subject knowledge package that a student could do at home as well as then supplement what they do here, so in a form of blended learning. So iSpring I thought would be a really good useful, and I really like the idea of the voiceover in particular, and that motivated me to be more creative in my teaching, I think. I think iSpring is really useful because of its adaptability. It is something that when you look at the interface, it looks very familiar, so it's PowerPoint. It's not difficult to use, and it's something that also can be used. If you don't have iSpring on your computer at home, you can still access it, which is quite handy. So it's transferable. And although at first I got a bit daunted about how to save it, I got a bit confused and a bit worried, but Learning Services helped me with that. So then I got a bit more confident, and I thought, okay, I'll have to take a risk. And it was brilliant then, because I realised the potential of this software, that it's not that scary to use. It's something that is manageable because it's familiar, but also saving. There's a technique that you use and then it's done. So I can see the potential of it being useful for me as a user. I can do it with iSpring on my computer here, as well if I have it at home as well. And it's something that is easy to explore and improve on, but there's so many other features that I haven't yet explored that I'd like to have more opportunity to do, I think. I've only just touched the potential of it, which is quite exciting. With challenges, I think it's the first time you think of something new, it's always a bit scary. You're thinking, oh, it's new technology, I have no time, I have a very busy life. I have a very busy home life, a very busy work life. How am I going to fit it in? But with any form of technology, plug in and play really helps, and that's what this does. iSpring is something that looks like PowerPoint, feels like PowerPoint, and is effectively PowerPoint. And then there's a few buttons that helps you understand the features of it. So you do need to spend a little bit of time, but it's not the huge investment that we had to do years ago, just learning about how to do a spreadsheet or how to do a PowerPoint in itself. It's so much quicker, as most technology is now anyway. So I think once you spend a few hours, an hour is all I spent at first, and then I could see the potential. And then the publishing I had trouble with, so that frustrated me and that took a bit longer, but then I found an expert to help me and I felt a lot happier, and that was great. Learning Services were very helpful then. And once I'd got that, I then thought, oh, I can fly with this. So I tried one and I tried another, and then I realised that there was a quiz tool, so I played with that, and that was quite exciting. And I know that there's still more tools to play with. So in the end, if you change your mindset and think it's not a problem, you see it as an opportunity to play, and if you happen to like technology, then it's really easy to do. And if you're making a presentation anyway for your course, it makes sense to do it in this because there's more enhanced features. And so I think that there's not many challenges with it. It's down to a mindset first, in my opinion. I think outcome, well, there's been a lot really. I think mainly that now when I come to create a new session, I will automatically go in iSpring. I won't go PowerPoint because there's more features. I also now think about blended immediately rather than doing one or the other. And I don't think, the thing I get frustrated about sometimes is that we think blended learning or learning online is a repository of paperwork. I don't think it is. I think it is actually an exploration of what you learn face-to-face and then what you learn online. So it has to transform what you do. It can't just translate it. And as a consequence, I think iSpring is really good at helping you make sure that what you do face-to-face is enhanced online. So one of the successes I've enjoyed is I did the online subject knowledge session, and then they did, students did a quiz to see if they actually remembered it. And it was quite useful because students have said, oh, actually, I've learned lots from that. And it didn't take them that long because it helped them move to different websites, because that's an embedded feature to take you straight to the website and to the particular page. With myself, when I've told them previously, these are the websites you can go to learn subject knowledge, they haven't done it. iSpring has made them do it, and it's made them then consolidate their learning through the quiz. And I quite like that, so that's been very useful for me. I would like to explore more opportunities, some of the features. The quiz I like, but I think that's just the tip of the iceberg. I haven't really provided enough opportunity for me to invest in the different ways of using iSpring in a creative way. I want it to transform my teaching, not translate it, as I said before, and so I really want to think of ways of using it to be a collaborative project between students and myself. So I will possibly do a voiceover again and then possibly do quizzes again, but I'd like students to think about how to use it as well so that they can include iSpring in their presentations that they have to do, and possibly use it as a tool within my learning, not just as a distance now. So my session has an iSpring element to it with laptops, where I've already created the iSpring as a quiz against different groups, and then they sort of like test each other out and see who got it. So it's sort of like a game, if you like. So there's potential to this. I just want to do it more, I think. You know, I'm at the beginning. I'd like to go further with it, and that's my next stage, really, explore more.